Hi, welcome. My name is Miss Acevedo and we're here for another read aloud. This one is the very famous Corduroy. Have you ever heard of this story by Don Freeman? Let's find out what happens to the main character, Corduroy. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in the green overalls. Then one morning a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much money already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button on one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away.
"I didn't know I had lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it."
Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone home and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf. Is he gonna find his lost button? He's gonna go into an adventure in the toy department store in the mall. And he began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. What are you wondering? Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. He had never experienced an escalator before. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator and up he went.
Could this be a mountain?" he wondered. "I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain."
He stepped off of the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there, before his eyes, was the most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds.
"This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace."
He wandered around admiring the furniture.
"This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed."
And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round.
Wait, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up, but like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. Was that his lost button? Or is that a button that just is part of the mattress? He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled, so he fell off of the mattress, and the button, he snapped it off of the mattress. Bang! He hit the tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. "The police are here. What's happening?"
Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman, or the security. Sometimes there's like mall security that work there at night. The night watchman was going around his rounds on the floor above when he heard the crash. He came dashing down the escalator. What are you wondering? Is he gonna catch Corduroy? Will Corduroy move in front of the watchman? "No! Who in the world did that?" he exclaimed.
Somebody must be hiding around here.
He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all, and there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover.
Hello,
he said.
How did you get upstairs?
We know how. The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator. His button. He doesn't have the button. Oh no. And he set him on the shelf in the toy store department with the other animals and dolls. How do you think Corduroy's feeling? He brought him back, but he doesn't have his button. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he had seen only the day before she came back. Will she take him home? "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night, I counted all the money that I had saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home. Shall I put him in a box for you?" the sales lady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. Show me how you blink. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. That reminds me of, I think my friend Evie showed me that next to her bed, she had a little bed like that too for one of her stuffed animals. Do you do that? The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store.
This must be home,
he said.
I know I've always wanted a home.
Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls.
"I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened."
So she put on the button for her overalls.
"You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend."
"Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. I hope you enjoyed the story of Corduroy. Have a great day. Bye.